From the Ugly Beard Studios in Newcastle, California, the Loom Cigar Cartel presents Beyond the Humidor, a cigar podcast for the rest of us. Hey there, everybody. Scott Robinson with you for another episode of Beyond the Humidor. Greg fresh back from Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival. Gorilla is behind the board there, and Lawrence is just chilling out with his cigar. Happy. How you doing there, Greg?
Doing great. Yes, just back from the cigar festival, but that's another show.
Yes.
We will get to that later on.
We will talk about that. Gorilla, how you doing over there?
Gorilla is sore and sunburnt, but doing very good.
I sympathize with you.
Thank you.
Roof blew off his cage.
Actually, he was out of the cage. He was out of the cave. They were remodeling it.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
There you go. How you doing there, Larry?
Bold of you to think I'm spending any money, sir. I'm doing good, man. You all right?
I'm
Your
good.
towel?
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
No, it's a good day. Starting a good week. Here we go.
Right on. All right, well, I want to just hop over to our guest. As you can see, or can't see, the bottle that Bucky's holding is some Barbancourt Haitian rum. We discovered this rum from a gentleman over at PCA the prior year. They were the Supreme Tobacco booth. They were growing tobacco out of Haiti, actually the only ones who were doing that, and they were pairing their cigar, the Bohekio, with this rum. And Larry and I had this rum. It was just fantastic. We even made Greg drink a little bit.
And I enjoyed it, and that says a lot because y'all know I don't drink.
Had the hardest time finding it. It was over on the other end of town, and we never got to it. And then just so happens Total Wine had it, so I picked up a bottle. In fact, Larry has one of his own for his past birthday.
Yes, I do. Thank you very much, sir.
And if you guys don't know it and haven't been keeping up with current events, Larry just had a birthday.
Yee.
Sorry, we don't have a party hat, but oh well.
That's
What are you
all
gonna
right.
do?
Either.
Yeah, that's all right. But I can now officially shop off the Denny Senior Citizen menu. Hey, laugh all you want, man. $6 biscuits and gravy is $6 biscuits and gravy. Damn it.
Or you just make it yourself.
That's from the unemployed guy in the room.
Oh!
I ain't got time to make breakfast, man.
Was that nice?
Yes.
Was that polite?
Am I a nice person? Ask around. Yeah. Let's start with the gorilla.
I was about to say he's now a senior citizen. He doesn't have to care what he says.
Yeah.
Is this the part where you say, "Damn you, Daddy"?
No, we're past.
We got a
that.
guest, you know.
All right, well, let's get to the guest. I'm aware we got a guest. Just give me a minute.
Hey,
I'm
you
pacing myself.
you pay a producer. Get busy in Batman.
Like an old
I
married
don't pay
couple.
you
I swear to God.
anything.
Our guest is having second thoughts now.
Yeah.
They all do.
All right. Well, anyway, what I was talking about was Supreme Tobacco. We have the privilege of having one of those gentlemen online coming out of the Dominican Republic, Sammy Ceran. How you doing there, my friend?
Doing great, doing awesome.
Yeah, good to see you, man. Good to see you. We really loved your booth when we were at PCA.
Yes, we did.
Well, really appreciate it. I mean, it's a great show, and we do our best to show up and show out. Making sure that we can get the exposure that we want and share our story.
Outstanding. Well, since we got you here, tell us about how Supreme Tobacco was established.
Well, basically, it started really as with three friends, having a passion for cigars, wanting to do grow their own tobacco and do some cigars for their personal consumption. And that came to fruition. And as they started sharing the cigars with friends and family and people, just to let them know here's what they've been able to accomplish and all of that. And the reception was just so great and so unexpected. How well it was that they decided to go into the ventures and see what they can get from out of it. And at the end of the day, once they started thinking about it, a lot of countries do make cigars and grow tobacco here in the Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, the United States, over in Europe, so especially being in the Caribbean on this island, the thought was if Dominican Republic can grow tobacco and make cigars, why not us? We're on the same island, same soil, so that we should be able to do it. And they took a leap of faith and they jumped.
Good stuff. And you guys started back in 2015, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
We started growing tobacco over in Haiti, in Mirbalais, in Plateau Central, which is where our crops are. And from there on, we decided to put in the portion where we do some deveining. We also roll our cigars over in the Dominican Republic, where I'm based right now, currently. And then our main distributor for the States is based out in Florida, which allows us to fulfill every order in a timely fashion. Basically, we control all the processes from seed to smoke.
Outstanding. Yeah, it is.
Sammy, how long had it been since tobacco had been grown in Haiti for cigars?
So tobacco in Haiti has been grown for a long time before we even started. But the culture in growing tobacco was not as relevant for us as a country and in our culture. So it wasn't something that's really we really emphasized on, particularly for cigars. Basically, strictly for cigars. But for cigarettes, we have been growing tobacco for that as well. There is one of our biggest cigarette companies, which is Comme Il Faut, which used to grow tobacco for cigarettes. But for cigars precisely, we really didn't have that culture in us. And, some little areas, yes, but it was not as prevalent for us. And we decided to go into it, being in the same soil as the Dominican Republic, knowing the history and the experience in growing tobacco that there is here in this country. The thought was, like I mentioned, if they can do it, why not us?
Oh, it absolutely makes sense.
Right on. Now, how long have you been smoking cigars?
Myself personally, I started. It was actually my best friend that put me on cigars. Let's see, I think it was back around 2016, 2017, more or less. He came to visit and he started smoking and he invited me to go. I didn't go because it wasn't something that I was into. And then another time when he came back, I was like, you know what? You're nagging me so much about this. Let me just have a try with you. And then ever since, I've been hooked.
That's how it usually happens.
Yeah.
You got the friend that turns you on to the cigars, and then next thing you know.
Next thing you know, you got a 6x8 humidor and 5,600 cigars in it.
Oh, definitely. I mean, right. I mean, there's just something special about smoking a cigar. The whole experience, is just, at least for me, when I decide to smoke a cigar, it's when I'm in that zone where I want to relax, get some thoughts in. It definitely helps me through that process. It calms me down, and it's a good way to enjoy some time with friends as well.
Most definitely. And that's pretty much the theme of our show. When we brought this show together, it was just about friends getting together and just enjoying some time together, smoking cigars, drinking, at least half of us anyway, and just having some good conversation.
Well, there's always a good conversation.
Oh, no doubt.
Usually, though, good conversation turns into bullshit, and then bullshit turns into we ain't going to go there.
So normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a Tuesday.
Shop talk.
There you go.
Sammy, was 2022 your first year at PCA as a company?
No, as a company, our first year was 2021.
Okay.
That's when we launched the first line, the Bohekio Habano, which is with a natural shade. And then in 2022, we launched our second line, which is the colors, also Habano. And then at this year's PCA, we launched our Bohekio Maduro, which is what I'm actually enjoying right now.
Oh, look at that.
Very nice.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
So right now, with the trend that we've been having, presenting a line every year, our hope is to continue that trend. To try again provide some consistency, some good quality cigars like we've been doing for the past few years, and also some variety as well. Because we know at the same time, smokers want to try new stuff. They want to see new stuff. They look forward to it. So we're going to try and keep up with the pace and do that particularly. So we'll see what's in the making for next year.
Nice. Now, how did you guys deal in 2020 with COVID and such? How did that affect you guys? I mean, I know, the stock was pretty low, pretty much throughout the cigar community, but, personally, how COVID affected your business and your line?
Basically launched before 2021, and specifically because of COVID, we had to slow down, obviously, in terms of the crops that we're growing, how we're preparing the tobacco, and also delay the process into the launch for the cigars. So it was just like for everyone else, a big strain on us. But we were able to pull through and stick through it to cross that line and get things rolling where we were before COVID started.
Okay.
So for us, it was a big punch in the gut, but we got through it.
Nice, and we're glad that you did. You're kind of quiet over there, Greg.
I'm just enjoying the interview. This weekend I did not get to do my prep that I would normally do because I was busy, touting around the world's largest Korean and a drunk.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there either.
Oh, dude, you guys got to step up your game, okay?
Really?
Wes only weigh 113 pounds, man. That guy has 2 drinks. He's hammered.
So, Sammy, this weekend was the Rocky Mountain Cigar Festival up in Denver, and I was up there as the representative from the show doing the media coverage for it. So this weekend was a blur.
How was the show for you overall?
Overall, it was a great experience. 4th year for me going. A lot of good vendors, a lot of friends. We've managed to make
Yes.
managed to make friends with a lot of the vendors that we see on a regular basis, and just had a blast. There's something to be said when you're hanging out, much like PCA, but this is the consumer side. When you're hanging out with 3,000 cigar smokers, you get to know people, you get to be friends with people, and it just becomes a great experience. We were sitting in a lounge on Friday waiting for the show to start on Saturday, and we're the center of the show rather quickly, talking about cigars and new people first year at the show, and it was so much fun.
That's awesome. As long as you're having fun, it's always good.
I agree.
Absolutely. And that's the one thing I loved about your booth at PCA. Everyone was having a good time, relaxing, enjoying themselves. I know we did a quick little interview when we were there, smoking your cigar. I mean, it was just fantastic. It felt, real homely, and, you just felt comfortable.
Homey, man.
Homey,
not
not
homely.
Insert definition of homely. And
I'm a victim of the public school system. Leave me alone.
So are we. What's your point?
Well, I'm very glad that you guys came by and had the little time that you could with us. Basically giving us also the opportunity to really get some more exposure and tell our story. It's been quite a journey for us, and we still consider ourselves still a little baby into this whole industry, into this whole world, because we've actually launched our 3rd line this year and for the past 3 years. So we still got a lot to do. We have a long road ahead of us, and we're keeping up the fight.
That's great. So you have 3 lines right now, you were saying, correct?
Yes. Well, three lines.
Mm-hmm.
The Bohekio is our main premium line.
Okay.
We have the Bohekio Habano, which is the Bohekio with the natural shade, and then the Bohekio Maduro, which we launched this year. That's the one that I'm smoking right now. And then we also have the colors right here. This is our 2nd line. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yeah,
well.
that's what we smoked. with you guys last year.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so that was the one that we launched last year.
That thing's amazing, man. That was an amazing cigar.
It's a smooth smoke, very pleasurable. And we've been able to get a good blend and good quality throughout our cigars, and that is one thing that we really focus on, is being able to provide good quality cigars and also consistency. And basically, ourself being able to tell our story, being it as unique as it is, right? So we want to make sure that regardless of what obstacles come in front of us, we overcome them and then keep on pushing.
Outstanding.
Hey, I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you know off the top of your head where in Northern California you have stuff in a brick and mortar, or Northern Nevada, Reno area? Have you got stuff on the shelf out here somewhere?
In California, we do not have currently.
Okay.
We don't have any retailers that carry our cigars currently, but our biggest carrier right now is Neptune. So anyone who would want to purchase that do not have any retailers that carry our cigars in their city, they can always go to neptunes.com and they'll be able to find every single line that we have.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, I saw that on the website today.
Oh, that it was Neptune?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So we can definitely get a box, because those right there were box worthy.
Oh, the 100%, man.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
And we are also looking to getting into some retailers over in all 50 states.
Oh, great.
Basically. So right now we have a great list of retailers all around, but we're still not at every state yet, but that is the goal.
Awesome, man. Well, we look forward to being able to just jump in the car and run down to a brick and mortar and grab a stick off the shelf.
Exactly.
Definitely. I'm going to make sure we have that happen for you guys.
All right. I like it. Or even if you just get as far as Idaho and slide over to the vault over in Meridian.
I got peoples up there.
Oh, listen to this guy, man.
Peoples?
He watches.
Okay, wait.
He watches half of Goodfellas once, and he's got peoples.
Okay, but you got to understand, calling him my cigar bitch on the show doesn't really go well. So he's peoples.
You just called him a cigar bitch.
I know, he knows.
You could have did the classy thing and not said anything.
Cigar minion, whatever his title is.
Yeah, because Greg does the classy thing a whole bunch.
We love you, Tommy.
We is a whole lot of people.
So how big, see if I can frame this well. How big is Supreme Tobacco? How many employees do you employ?
Currently, right now, in the DR, we have, if memory serves me right, about 60 employees between both sides.
Okay.
Between our cigar rollers and also our deveiners.
That's fantastic.
So the deveining side is where we prep leaves for different clients that we have, basically, and also we process our own tobacco for our cigars as well, and that's where we also maintain our inventory for our cigars. And then we have obviously our rollers, who are the ones who basically make the magic for us.
Oh wow,
That's good.
Without them, we wouldn't be where we are.
Exactly. I'd love to make my way to the DR and just, pop into a factory and just check it out. I've seen videos of it 1,000,000 times, but it's nothing like being there.
Anytime you guys want to come down, not a problem. We'll be glad to have you over.
Outstanding. I'd love that.
All right, I got a question for you. How did you pick this rum to pair with the cigar?
For us in Haiti, we are very, very proud of the different companies and products that we have, basically. And the rum just, once the guys tried it, it just made sense. And especially with the 15-year Barbancourt Special Reserve, which I actually have a bottle right here as well. This one I got back home with my last trip from Haiti. Basically, I don't know if you guys can see it properly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got
So
the
basic-
box off camera here.
So this one right here is the main pairing for it. It elevates the cigar a little bit more. The texture, the tastes and all of it. It just really made sense, basically. And this rum is very, very smooth, very, very good quality rum.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what struck me when we were at your booth, because we'd already lit up, or at least I'd already lit up the cigar and taken probably 3 or 4 draws off of it. And then I believe it Beatrice? Is that, I can't remember.
Yes.
She came around with a little cup of rum, and she says, "Now, are you a rum drinker?" And I'm like, "Yes, ma'am, I am." She goes, "Well, you're about to have an experience." And I'm thinking, okay. So she's pouring, I'm holding the little cup, and I take another draw off the cigar and blow out and then take a sip of that rum. And I was like, wow, because it took the cigar to the next level, which is what caught me at first. And then I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. This is a great rum, So now I'm back with the rum, and I'm like, I don't know which way do I go? Do I draw again on this? Do I hit another shot of rum? But no, the pairing was amazing. And, I know there's a lot of nice rums in Haiti. I'm assuming that you guys, kind of made the circle with trying some different things with your cigars. And this was definitely the match, though, huh?
Yes, definitely. I mean, there were various that we've tried, basically, and that was the winner. That was the unanimous. It was a unanimous decision amongst the team, and everyone had almost the same comment about it. Basically, it was really a no contest, and it was actually a very, very good decision to really go with this, and really. Once you have that rum with our cigars, I mean, it just takes you to another place.
And it did. Indeed, it did. But I have to ask the question, if you weren't able to access this magnificent rum, what would be a close second that you could go to that would complement the Bohekio?
Myself, personally, I usually go with the rum, and if not, I'll go with 12-year Glenlivet whiskey.
There we go.
That is the main one that I go to. That's my second choice.
Just so happens we have a bottle of that in the drawer.
Yes, we do.
So at home, I have a couple bottles. I have one of each always. So whenever I'm done with the rum, I head on to the Glenlivet.
Nice.
Okay, Sammy, you told us that your buddy got you started on cigars. And you're a relatively new cigar smoker as things go. Do you remember what that first cigar was?
It was one of Arturo Fuente.
Okay.
I don't remember which one. It was Arturo Fuente Robusto. I don't remember which line it was, honestly. But I really did enjoy it. It did. I felt relaxed. It was a great experience, and I'm the type of person to not knock on something 100% before I try it, depending on what it is, right? So I went and I did try it, and afterwards I was like, dude, this is it. There's something there. There's something there. And then again, I tried again a few more smokes with him, and then since then it's been smooth sailing from there.
There we go.
See, I love hearing those stories how folks start out, because it's pretty much the same thing. You do it once and it just takes you to a place, and then you're like, I want to replicate that. So you do, in short order, you do it again and again, and then you just find a community of fellow smokers, and there you go. Why are you looking at me like that?
Nothing.
No, not nothing. What?
Community of fellow smokers. You're being kind. In my case, it was a community of fellow people on the same sanity level as I am.
I question that remark, sir.
You should.
Yeah. Well, see, that was you. Because you're just weird.
Well, yeah. If you haven't figured out, Sammy, we pick on each other mercilessly.
I did not notice at all.
Luckily, we all provide quite a bit of free material.
Yeah.
What in
But
the
it seems like you guys have a very good chemistry going on, so I think that's a good thing.
Thank you.
Yes, appreciate
stop. What the hell are you drinking? Not you.
Iced tea.
Ah, dude, it looks like Yoo-hoo.
Let's bring
Like
them up.
chocolate milk and something.
Okay, hang on a minute. Wait a minute. What's wrong with my little store-bought brand of iced tea?
Jesus Christ. That was any
Where do
small-
I start?
That was any smaller, you'd need a sippy cup.
Next show, you got it. Sippy cup it is.
Oh, don't tease me. I got grandkids. I'll bring you a pink one, bitch.
I don't know what color pink looks like. I'll drink out of it anyway.
By the way, so he's colorblind. So, if you get him in here in plaid shorts and a Hawaiian print shirt, don't be surprised because he can't tell the difference.
That's what Garanimals are for.
He puts numbers on the shit coming out of the washer dryer. If it's got a 3, it's a solid color. If it's a 5, it's a print, Mix and match.
It's true.
Jesus Christ. And this is the best we could do. Yeah.
Why? Why?
What, man? You act like this is a bad thing.
Nah, it's not.
So, if I understand you correctly, you guys do both tobacco for your product, for a retail product, but then you wholesale raw tobacco to other cigar manufacturers as well?
Well, basically, we have some tobacco companies that actually send us some tobacco to process for.
Oh, okay. You process other
so-
people's tobacco. Okay.
Exactly. So we'll do the deveining for them, prepare the leaves, and once we have that set, and obviously we deliver them back to them. So basically, that's one portion of our operations.
Okay. So, but
And throughout that as well, we do have our own tobacco that we process for our cigars.
okay, you're not 100% of your tobacco you're using for your cigars, though. You're not off selling any of that to any other manufacturer.
Right. The tobacco that we get from Haiti for us.
Awesome.
There are other Haitian-owned brands out there, but to do it into the level where we growing the tobacco, processing the leaves, rolling the cigars, through doing it the way that we're doing it, where we control all the processes from seed to smoke. So far, I believe we are the only one.
That's great.
Very nice. Very nice.
We did talk about that. I missed it.
Yeah, we talked. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Too much iced tea for him.
Yeah. Where's the rum?
And for us being able to do that is one of the things that's given us a comparative advantage over a lot of people, and also in terms of the story, being able to have everything homegrown, it's key for us. Basically, we want to maintain that and grow that as much as possible. And
Absolutely. That's a great story, man. And it's
maintain our uniqueness.
yeah, that just carries that product forward, by leaps and bounds.
But I must also detail that the only part of our cigars that is not Haitian grown tobacco is our wrappers. Our wrappers are not Haitian grown because of the complexity and that goes into being able to grow good quality wrappers. We haven't been able to get it to where we like it. So basically, we decided to go that route. But once we get to that point where we are satisfied with the quality that we're getting for the wrappers, then eventually we will probably go with 100% puros.
Oh, that'd be
I'm
amazing.
looking forward to that.
Yep.
Because initially that was actually the initial goal, but like I mentioned, we weren't satisfied with the quality of the wrappers that we were getting. So for now, that's the.
Someone tripped over the undersea cable for the internet.
Yeah.
No, don't go there.
Sammy, what was your business background prior to cigar industry?
Before the cigar industry, I actually worked in the call center industry, doing BPO work. Basically, most of my working life. Basically, started over the phones doing customer service and sales, and then from there, I mainly worked for U.S. based companies. Basically, and before switching over to Supreme, I was working with a company that was doing some merchant cash advance for businesses, and then from there I went over to Supreme.
Nice.
But most of my working experience before this is BPO work.
Okay.
Good deal.
Nice.
Something tells me you enjoy the tobacco business a lot more.
Maybe.
Depends on the day, huh?
No, honestly, I really do. I really do. Because one, there's a more personal touch to it when it comes to that. Especially where you get to meet people that you're talking with. Obviously, you meet people from different backgrounds, from different places around the world, especially participating in these shows like the PCA. Basically, we've been able to meet a lot of great people, make a lot of new friends, people that have helped us a lot as well, that have taught us a lot and help us throughout the way. So that's something that I definitely have to mention also, because at the end of the day, it's not something that you're going to be able to do alone. It's a whole world, and going at it, acting as if we know everything would be the wrong way to go about it, obviously. So fortunately, we've been able to get in contact with a lot of great people to help us out, and that's what it's all about, especially in this community. Basically, what I've learned is that particularly, and we're not afraid to ask for help when we need, basically, and we're taking everything day by day, baby steps.
That's good. We've brought that up. That's come up in quite a few of our episodes, talking with manufacturers and with distributors and stuff. The cigar industry, I think, is unique in the fact that they look out for themselves, for their own. It's a brotherhood, if you will, between the manufacturers. There's not a lot of infighting. You don't see any hate and discontent really. It seems like if one manufacturer has stumbled or has a little bit of an issue with something, if they reach out, there'll be somebody in the industry there to back them up, to help them out until they can get it, whatever the issue is, sorted out. And that's what we like about it, is we've seen some really good collaborations and just some really good fellowship through the industry, not only with the the manufacturers, but with just the cigar community in general. We've met some really cool people that just have a cigar in common. From all walks of life, and it's that's super cool, man. We love that.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I was going to say absolutely, and which is I was actually going to mention that is actually one of the reasons why we decided this year to go to be part of the Boutique Cigar Association, and being part of that has been a very big eye opener for me, especially. We were able to meet different manufacturers, a lot of retailers, and other cigar brands that are on the market. Some great people, and during the show, we received so much support and help from them. I definitely have to give a big shout out to the BCA and all the members of the BCA. Obviously, they've been great so far to us, and we are very, very appreciative of it. 110%.
That's awesome. Now, are you going to be participating in any of the BCA events coming up in the future?
That is something that we are looking to do. Basically, we have conversations that we have to initiate to make sure that we get exactly a pulse on which shows are going on, how far along they are in terms of planning, and see how we can schedule some of these shows in. Absolutely, yes. And for example, one of the shows, well, that is not part of the BCA, but Inter Tabac, which is happening, I believe, on September 14th to the 16th. We will be participating as well over in Dortmund. So that is something that we're very, very excited for as well. So anyone who's going to be at Inter Tabac, be sure to pass by and check us out.
Sweet.
Oh, that's great, man.
Yeah, we definitely want to do more shows and, get with the manufacturers and such. That's just a good time. PCA was our first real exposure to the manufacturers all in one space.
No, definitely. I mean, PCA was, to start, it was a no-brainer for us, obviously, because one, it helps us with the networking, and that's where we've been able to meet some great people, make some great friends, and also being able to get the exposure that we need, that we want for our brand to tell our story. So hopefully we're going to be able to continue participating every year at the PCA, and along with the BCA, also the different shows that they will be planning for us to be able to participate as well. So we're trying to line up our schedule to be able to do that. Because at the end of the day, we believe that we have a great story to tell. And the best way to do that is by participating in these shows.
Yep, that's for sure. Now, I'll just assume you are headed to PCA next year in March.
That is the goal.
Okay.
Yes, that is the goal.
Yep, I believe we're going to be there as well.
Hopefully.
Yeah, fingers.
Now, is moving the date up for next year, does that screw you up at all as far as getting the next line out? Because it's moving it up. What, 3 months, 4 months?
4 months.
Yes, it does put a little bit of a pressure on us, especially obviously we're not a very, very big company out there, right? So we have a little timeline discrepancy when it comes to that, for lack of a better word. But we are continuously working on different blends, new stuff to see what we can put out, testing out things, every month, just to see what we can come up with and what would be the best thing that we can come out with, and put something great like we've been doing for the past 3 years. And hopefully we'll be ready for that.
Well, we look forward to doing a live spot with you in 2024 and trying out the 4th addition to your line, Sammy. We really do.
Looking forward to it.
Yes. If you hadn't noticed, we are big supporters of the boutique cigar lines. We love the smaller ones because, being that they're small, they're a little more flexible and can move a bit more. And I'm not hating on the big lines, but the smaller lines is where you get the really good stuff and you get the really good stories too.
Yes.
Oh, definitely. I mean, at the point where we're at right now, which is, like I mentioned before, being able to control every single process, it allows us to really look at all the intricacies of every process, look at all the minute details, and fix anything that needs to be fixed in a timely fashion, so we can put out the best quality cigars that we need. Because at the end of the day, we're not into it just to be pushing out cigars just for the sake of it, right? Yes, we want to make some cigars. We want to make good quality cigars that people can really enjoy. And when they have that moment, once they light it up, like I said, hey, you know what? That was a great cigar. At the end, once they finish, I want to have that tomorrow or in a couple of days. I want to replicate that sensation again. So that's what we want to provide. When a person is smoking our cigars, it takes them to a special place where they want to be in that special place every single time, to want to go back to our cigars.
And you just said something that in my journey on cigar smoking that really has changed in the last 5 or 6 years. Scott has an expression that he uses all the time, both on and off the show. Is this cigar box worthy? And the smaller manufacturers, the boutique houses, they have such great quality control. They make such great cigars, and they're so consistent that I think that's where it really comes down to. Half the time when I'm picking up like one of yours, one of the other manufacturers that I've fallen in love with that are smaller, that's really where it does come down to box worthy. I mean, that's what at PCA this year, I bought 2 out of all the PCA at Rocky Mountain, one of those shows. The boxes that I bought were predominantly from smaller manufacturers. Yes, I bought one from a large manufacturer, but the rest were little because the quality and the enjoyment, as you just said, I want to smoke this again tomorrow, and it's there. So, it's one of my favorite things with this now.
No, definitely, and I definitely absolutely agree with you on that, because at the end of the day, if we start doing cigars just for the sake of it and then pushing out cigars and not caring about the quality, at the end of the day, we're not going to last long. And our goal is to make sure that 20, 50 years from now, we still are in the industry, and we still telling our story and providing good quality cigars and having people be part of our journey. Enjoy that journey with us.
Absolutely. So, gentlemen, you guys have any final thoughts?
No, man, just keep doing what you're doing. You're putting out a fantastic product, and I'm super happy to have met you last year and to talk to you today. And like I said, I look forward to seeing you next year and just trying, because I'm sure whatever you guys put out is going to be a top quality product.
Definitely. We're working towards it. And again, we really appreciate you guys, stopping by our booth and giving us a little bit of your time, and also inviting us for this interview here. Basically for us, it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
And we've said this to a lot of people, and you're no exception, my friend. Reach out to us, let us know what we can do for you, because our goal, our second goal, aside from hanging out and having fun, was to any of the small houses or any of the cigar manufacturers we can support and things we can do to help. Let us know what we can do.
Not a problem. Definitely will do.
Yes.
Awesome.
Definitely. Gorilla, any thoughts from the Gorilla Cage?
Well, on Greg's note, I'll ask Sammy, where can the good people find Supreme Tobacco on the various places of the internet? And if you don't know off the top of your head, I'll run them across the screen afterwards.
Not a problem. Well, our main website, obviously, is Supreme Tobacco Haiti. That is our main website. Well, you'll be able to see some material in terms of our story, see the team, and also the different lines that we have. We are also on Instagram at Supreme Tobacco _Haiti, where you'll see the different content that we post on a weekly basis, and then stay tuned. We have some good stuff coming up. We will be participating at Intertabac next month in Dortmund. So anyone who's going into Intertabac, be sure to pass by our booth and check us out. And we'll be glad to have everyone in and try some good cigars and have a great experience.
Looking forward to it, man. Looking so forward to that. And I'm looking forward to seeing you at PCA next year.
Absolutely.
All right. Hey, Gorilla, take me home. Well, the rum glass is empty. Notice it's not scotch this week. And cigar is getting close to the nub, so I think it's about that time. I want to thank everybody out there, and most of all, I want to thank Sammy Ceran of Supreme Tobacco. And, of course, my co-host and the Gorilla, hard at work at it. Thank you for listening. Check us out at LumaCigarCartel.com. Like and share us on Facebook. Join the Facebook, by the way. I'm doing once a week live, Wednesday, 6 p.m. live. Check it out. Enjoy. Don't be a stranger. Drop us a line. Let us know you're out there. I'm Scott Robinson, and on behalf of all of us here at Beyond the Humidor, we look forward to chatting with you in the next episode. The 100th episode is coming up real close. So that's going to be a good time. And since we let the gorilla loose,
Oh boy.
it's going to be a time. So, hey, everybody, take care, stay safe. And like I always say, good smoke, good drink, good life.